In this lesson, I want to talk about check-ins, feedback, and learning. In the previous lesson, we talked about defining OKRs and how you can learn from OKRs in your OKR cycle. Here are 5 check-in questions for key results. What is the current status of your key results? What have you done that moved the key results? What have you learned from that? What are the plans going forward? What is the risk and how can we mitigate it? How to best close OKRs? How would you rate your execution? If the OKR wasn't achieved and execution was rated, for example, with 2 stars or less, it may have not been achieved because of poor execution, which means you'd have to start all over again. If the OKR is still important, if the OKR wasn't achieved and execution was rated, for example, with 4 stars or more, you may have an entirely different issue. What did you learn from the OKR cycle? Whether the OKR was achieved or not, there are always important learnings that you don't want to get lost. You want these learnings to be easily accessible to others so they can build on top of them. It's critical that the OKR lead always collects all learnings and stores them on the OKR. What have you decided based on those learnings? Learnings empower decision making, and decisions are important steps forward for a team and organization. We always ask the OKR lead what the consequences of the learnings will be going forward. What are the important key result questions for your review? At the end of the period, how will we know the objective will be achieved? Do the drafted key results reflect the objective? If not, consider modifying the objective or moving the key results to a different objective. What metric is already in place that suggests the need to make improvement in this area now? Impact. Which key result do you feel you contributed to the most and how? Focus. How did you use OKRs to improve your focus? How did you use OKRs to better prioritize your work? Were you able to use OKRs to say no to a low priority project? Communication. How did you leverage OKRs to more effectively work or communicate outside of your team? How were you able to contribute to another team's OKR? Learning. Which key result did you learn from and how will you apply this learning going forward?